Well, hello again, it's been a while. And here I am painting London. So, what can I say about this painting? Well, I'm painting it from a drawing, and I've been working on this for the last 4 days, and I started using all the traditional methods of painting, but trying to make it mine, and I've really struggled. It's been a really hard, slow struggle, and today it's starting to take some shape, and it's started to take some shape because I've decided to completely nuke it. And I had this vision in my head about how I wanted to paint it, and now I'm starting to paint with my vision. So these lovely reds, sort of slightly pool clay type design around it, and because it's been worked so hard, it's becoming sticky, which is lovely. It's got lovely bits of paint underneath it, and some of these areas are really starting to work and come together. It's all the way to go, and I'm really pleased that I've managed to do this, and it's starting to take some shape. So, as I say, it's been very hard work, and I was just thinking that I would like to talk a little bit about that vision thing. It's very. When I started, as I say, I started to paint it in a traditional manner, and as I'm not trained as a traditional painter, I have to make compromises. I have to find ways to paint that excite me, and that's original, that's different, that's been forged, that's been worked, that's of some value, that's looking good. And the only way to do that is to work your nuts off, really, and just get in the studio, clock in, keep on doing it, and eventually you'll get rewarded. Of course, as I get older, it gets harder. The stamina is, it's not as it was. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I'm actually probably painting more than I've ever painted. But I'm not well with this Devix thing that I've got, and that does hamper me a little bit. I just have to work around that. So it's now just a case of slowly building it up, still keeping the tones traditional. Just trying to, as further back you go, the lighter and the more toned down it'll be, and the further you come this way, the darker they'll be. So there is some traditional thought into it, but I just can't. I have tried painting in a more traditional way, and to be honest with you, just find it dull. And not that I don't respect people that paint traditional painting, I really do, but you've got to have a mind, the right sort of mind to do that, and I just don't have that kind of a mind. It's just not the way I work. I like to forge, and that's where I find excitement. We all have different ways of working, and this is the way I like to work. So around here it's starting to take some shape, starting to look interesting and good. So keeping it in these lovely golden colours. Paul Klee is one of my favourite painters. I used to love Paul Klee, and one of my early inspirations. And I'm still using pool clay motifs all these years later. And that's pool clay. But I discovered that, just that designy thing, by actually mucking about with gouache. And then I thought, well, I'll put that in the painting. So in a minute I'll turn the video off because I'm going to concentrate rather than have to talk. But it's starting to really look good. Really quite pleased with this. So this is day 4, I believe. Just trying to make it interesting, really. Vision, yeah, throughout something about vision. Well, I've always had this vision of how I thought my paintings would look when I'm older. But even when I was younger, I had that vision. It's like a thought in your, a picture in your head of how you'd be painting, what sort of colours, what shapes you'd be using. Your best works, when your masterpieces. Whoops, that might be wrong. Never mind. And this is it. I'm 62, 63, 62. Starting to should be producing my best work.